Hi.
Hey, everybody. Oh, my goodness.
Hello.
Yes. Welcome back.
Welcome
Welcome back.
back. Oh,
Yes.
Welcome
I feel
back.
like we need a theme song. Can we go?
Welcome back.
Hey.
Hey.
I feel like I need to do a freestyle. Welcome back to Behind the Beauty because we back with Alicia, Kelsee, and some brushes from Rephr. It's our duty.
Yes. Okay.
Bars. That's
Two.
it. DJ.
Yes. So welcome everybody back to another amazing season of Behind the Beauty. Should we do our intro?
Yes. Welcome back to another season of Behind
the
Beauty.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for just joining us again for yet another season of Behind the Beauty. You guys were amazing at just supporting us and showing so much love. And we have to start the season by saying thank you again for just tuning in and being here for yet another great season because we've got a great season for you guys.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Y'all not ready.
Y'all not ready. Let me just.
Not ready.
You're not ready.
Yo, and I know you're not ready for our guest tonight. So to kick off our season 2, like, do you all know who we have?
They don't know. Tell them, Kelsee.
They don't know. They don't know. We have Tom in the house.
Yes.
Tom is one of the co-founders of Rephr Brushes, some of my favorite brushes in my entire collection. One of the nicest people that I have ever met in the beauty industry and in real life. He's just super sweet. So we're so excited for you all to be able to meet him and have him on our channel. You all give Tom a big round of applause because he already told me he's really not in front of the camera guy. So to have him here today.
Yes, we're so happy.
So I'm going to go ahead and bring him in. And hi.
Hey, Tom. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, of course. I'm super excited. I'm super honored, to be honest.
Oh my goodness. We're so honored to have you here. I'm so excited. I mean, every time we've hung out a few times, like in real life.
A few times. Yeah.
And Tom is just the nicest person. So I'm so honored to have you here and let you guys get to know him because you are like a myth. We don't ever see your face on
I'm not a myth. I'm just very bad in front of the camera. You know, like I'm a pretty introverted, shy person. But yeah, I mean, like Rephr wouldn't be here today without you guys. So thank you so much. You know, like for all of the support and all of the viewers and the customers. Like, you know, like it means a lot to us.
Well, you make amazing products, so it's hard to not love your brushes. Because let me just say, they're all right here in front of me, and I cannot wait to just talk about them because they're so
talking about them. Yes, so good. I mean, and the way that you all came into the industry, it just was so amazing. And your story is so bomb. I cannot wait for them to learn about it and get to know you a little bit better. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Yes. I have a question for you. Okay, so this is a rapid fire question.
Okay.
Sound effects, Alicia.
One more time.
I need to sound. Give me some sound effects, Alicia. Yay! So
got it.
What makeup technique was the most confusing to you when learning about the beauty industry and makeup and all of that stuff? Like, what thing was like, say what? What was it?
I would say contouring. Like before, I guess before I really delved into the makeup industry, like I didn't really know all of the techniques, but obviously like when we started, we decided that we're going to make a beauty product and then make our brushes. Like we looked at all the different techniques and obviously like, for example, like our brush 04 was specifically built for contouring. And that technique was really confusing for me because, you know, like I didn't know that you could, you know, make like that kind of dimensionality and lines on lines to make it like it's seamless. And then I never really noticed it on you know, my family, my girlfriends, and my friends. So like it was like so I actually started like doing them like myself at the very beginning to like, you know, try like do contouring, you know, and do blush like on my own face. And yeah, it was
wow.
It was exciting time. It was exciting time for sure.
That is so, I can only imagine you being like, so where do I place this? How does this work?
Yes.
Where does it
I had a lot
go?
of help. Yeah, I had a lot of help.
You know what?
And like a lot of coaching.
But I really like hearing that because to me, you could have easily just been like, hey, try this out and see if it works. But you actually wanted to try it for yourself. Like, yes, I don't wear makeup, but I want to see if it's user friendly for me. Because if you felt comfortable using it, then a person who's used to doing contouring or used to using various brushes would obviously feel comfortable. And let me just say, clearly, this 04 brush is dirty because I just used it today.
And
I love it.
Thank
It
you.
is so perfect for like the grooves of the cheeks. And like, I don't have a large cheek area. So a lot of times, sometimes brushes are too big. So I get a little muddy down here. And this just fits right here. Just right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
It's perfect. You did a great job.
Contour is tricky like that. Like anybody could go wrong and go left.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you have to have the right tools for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I would say, like another technique that really, like it blew me away was like like the different complexities of it. Like when you apply your eyeshadow, like the different transitions, and then like obviously, like I've met a lot of artists, and then a lot of enthusiasts have like these really crazy, vibrant colors, like on their eyes, and how everything was seamless and flawless. Like it's something that's like amazing to see. It's like piece of art, or like
Right.
it's amazing. Yeah.
It definitely is. Like they don't call makeup artists for nothing. It really takes the tools to be able to perfect your craft. And I say, you're really only as good as the tools that you have as an artist. So let's talk some more about your brushes, because I know that you are saying that you dived into it head first. You're like, hey, let me test it out. I don't have a background in this. You have a background in engineering. And I think that is super cool that you have partnered your background in engineering and brought it into the makeup industry and created brushes. So can you tell us, how did you merge those two worlds together? And how have you managed to configure them to create Rephr Brushes?
So, yeah, like that's a very good question. I mean, so when we first started Rephr, like our main goal was always to create like incredible products that can elevate people's lives. So like really like like the concept of designing products with our customers, with our user base, and with everybody is inspired by like this movement in engineering called open source software. Like if you like distill it to like say like the purest form, it's like the idea of that like group of very passionate individuals with like a common vision and goal can really come together and create something that's like really incredible. So like that has always been like how we looked at product design. And so like that became like our guiding principle of like Rephr. So like every single product that Rephr creates should be like a true reflection of exactly what the community wanted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
and,
so good.
Yeah, and like because of that, like so like the success of our brand like, as a company really is like it's based on how we collect and improve with all of the feedback and all of the suggestions like we collect from our customers, right? So like I know like so in tech, like beta testing is like a very prevalent like methodology or like the philosophy. So it's basically where prototypes are often being tested and iterated very, very quickly based on like all of the testing, all the feedback that you get. So because like prior experiencing that, so we were able to, I guess, build a framework of how to collect like large amount of feedback and also use them to like improve our products and iterate our website, and sometimes too quickly when we get a lot of feedback. So like that was like how we merged technology and also beauty together to create products for the community.
Because that's a lot.
That is so cool.
Yes.
Yes.
That is a lot.
It is.
And along that line.
Yeah. No, I was going to ask, like, who goes through the data to say, okay, so they've given us feedback here. Let's scale this down here. Let's enlarge this. Let's do this.
So like as we grew, it's three of us, me, my two, best friends, Kenny and Deanne. So like at very beginning, everyone, look at all of the feedback, all of the data. And when we first had our, prototypes, and then when we had first our, initial like testing phase, like we were DMing basically every single person who signed up, and we email every single person. So like, it's like a lot of conversation back then. Like, I think at like the very beginning stages, we had like, like I guess close to like 100, DM conversations with our customers to learn about, like the pros and cons of each brush, and like what should we make more, and then kind of shapes that they like, and then specifically like what are some of their best, favorite brushes that we can like look into to create for the community. So and then slowly, like as we grew and our user base grew, like it takes a lot of time to actually go through all of the data and all of the feedback form. But like we still try, like we have a lot of the different notifications on our, on our I guess like the feedback stream to like notify us like when something positive happened, when something negative happened, something that we need to take care of like right away. So yeah, it's a lot of work to go through like the feedback. Like that's one of our main jobs, because our company is based on listening to the community.
I love that.
Yeah, and along that same lines, we all know that. Well, if you don't know, they have amazing brushes. And one of the things that I loved about your brand was I was able to try brushes at a very affordable price and provide you all feedback. So my first brush from you all was from your concept store. This is the P09 brush. Yeah. And I remember I had heard about Rephr Brushes from Kelsee, and I was just like, okay, I want to get these brushes. And I remember hearing about the concept store. And so I was just like, well, what is this? And I remember being able to get this brush, I think it was like under $20. And I was like, okay, cool. I can try this brush. The feedback form was like really simple. It wasn't cumbersome, which I liked. Like, you didn't ask me to provide my whole life story trying to like.
Some people did though. Like a lot of people did. Like a lot of people.
Yeah.
They provided like a thesis.
And like it was great, like it was really like heartwarming, like heart touch, and like it touched us to like
yeah.
back, and that, like it's different when like you, I guess like you physically see someone to like write you that like your product actually impacted like their lives. Like for us, it's like a beautiful moment. But yeah, but some people did write like long letters like about about our brushes, and then like the experience that they had, which was great.
So how did you all come up with this concept of the concept store? Because I know for me, that was the way that I was able to try your brushes. And it was the first time that I really connected, like, my brushes really do make a difference in my makeup and how it looks. And then from there, I really was like, okay, these brushes are definitely worth my dollars. What inspired you all to create the concept store and then attach that to the feedback, and then figure out, how to incorporate the feedback with what you continue to make?
Yeah, so I guess like concept store. So concept store is basically, like we put a few brushes into the concept store for, like heavily discounted, and then the only thing we ask is like like honest feedback on like the brush. So like we will send you like the feedback form in like I guess in 2 to 3 weeks, and then we will use that feedback to improve our line and then maybe make new shapes. So I guess when we first started our journey to create like the best brush collection possible that we can, like it was clear to us that Japanese handcrafted brushes is like the tier of themselves, right? Like because it's like a long history, and then hundreds of years of craftsmanship. It's like it's incredible. So everyone wanted Japanese made brushes, and because it's a work of art. So like we asked ourselves like if Fude is so amazing, why doesn't everyone like have them? And like the simple answer for us is like the price. Like they are what they are, and then they are very, very expensive to make. Right. So we ask ourselves, like, as a company, like, why do we exist, right? Like if we are here solely just selling like say $25 eyeshadow brushes, like it doesn't really make sense for us to even be here. Because like there are some amazing brands already out there have that in option, right? Like Takuhodo, Sonia G, Wingard, like they have incredible like brushes. Like especially I would say Sonia G has, like if you look at her line, it oozes passion and dedication. Like as someone that's in the industry, like I know personally that how hard her panels are beautiful, and how hard it is to make them, and it takes a really long time. And then like they're like these brands are really like really great collectibles. And then for us, like we want to make like Japanese like brushes affordable for everybody. And like so concept store is really our solution to like two problems, right? So like the first one is like the goal to make them accessible and then make them affordable so everyone can afford them. And then the second thing is that because of the concept store, we have a continuous stream of feedback that's coming to us at all time. Right. So we're able to be very in tune with the community. Like someone would tell me that like shipping sucked this time, and then someone would tell me that like maybe like this brush can be made in a different way, or it can be bigger, or like they wish that there's a bigger version of the O3. So that's really like what concepts really achieved for us. But then like I'm sure you guys are aware, like there's a problem with the concept store is that they're constantly like out of stock. Well,
it's a problem to have.
It's a problem to have.
I mean, like it's a big problem for us. Because, I mean, I guess it's a very common problem for us because like we're a small brand. Like we can't really afford to produce brushes at like huge batches for all of our brushes because we have more than 15 brushes. So that's why when we put something in, like if everyone checks our site all the time, and then they'll be gone right away. So when we ask ourselves like what is the most sustainable and like way to make concept store always be in stock and then keep the prices low. So I think like for us, like there's only one way one solution for that, which is dedicating all of our resources into a few brushes. Because so that so bigger brands, when they order like a huge production batch, like they enjoy like the bulk discounts. That's as a smaller brand, like we don't enjoy it. Like we're not gonna have like competitive pricing, if we only produce like small amount of brushes. So the only way for us to achieve that is to dedicate all of our financial resources into a few brushes that our customers and our and the community wants us to feature in the concept store. So doing that is basically by voting. So we launched like our voting, I think back in June, and like I would say like overwhelmingly like everyone wanted like the core collection, like the entire collection to be in the concept store, which is difficult because it's 5 brushes all together. But we're working really hard on that, and then we're going to make that into reality come in October. So you can actually sign up now.
I got your email. Yeah. I was like, I was wondering what that was.
Yes.
Wow.
That's amazing.
It really is. And I don't think people really understand how hands-on you are and how receptive you are to feedback. I mean, the first time I met you, you had just flown in and you literally flew in to come meet me and Mel to go to lunch. That is the only reason he came to our city. And I was like, why do you have a suitcase? He was like, I just left another city talking to another creator about our brushes. I'm like, mind blown. I don't know anybody who has been that personable and hands-on with creators to talk to them about their brushes. And so that just really speaks to your passion for it. Even if you don't have a background in beauty, the amount of work that you have done in order to perfect your brushes and service the community, I just think that is so dope. So I commend you. I agree. And I think that is just so cool. I've never seen that done before. I don't know any other brand that does that. So.
No.
Right. If you break down what was just covered, the fact that you're making Food Day mainstream, making it accessible, as you said, because Food Day is vast in terms of the shapes, the prices, the type of hair. Right. You're like, here's one type of hair. Here are 5 brushes. How does that work? And you receive so much feedback from just an enormous part of the community, like different people in terms of being pro, beauty enthusiasts, and everyone in between. And that really influenced, I think, your decision in what type of designs you wanted to include in your core collection. And now everyone is dabbling now.
Yes.
It's spam is over.
It's the gateway. It's the gateway into the world of Japanese makeup.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And for a lot of people, they probably never thought they would be able to try brushes like this. And so to have this opportunity, it just unlocks things and it helps people elevate their makeup. And so that's what somebody said they're screaming because Tom is on tour. He
really was.
It was wild. I think I probably been on more than 100 trips to meet with artists, enthusiasts, customers, sometimes even, and obviously you guys, we wouldn't be here today without you guys, So it's been a really, really good ride. I still remember so when we first started, playing with our prototype, meeting with pros, meeting with enthusiasts, and asking for feedback. We were still lacking, the stamp of approval from the public, from everyday users. So I'm not sure if you guys know about the makeup show.
Yes.
So it's it's like IMAX. So before we launched our Kickstarter campaign, we really wanted to make sure that our brushes are adored, and then they are a great product. So we decided to go to the makeup show. Obviously, makeup show is a convention that brands always go there to sell. For us, we're okay, it's a perfect opportunity for us to get feedback, and then we're just gonna give away free brushes. I'm not sure if that decision was a very well-made decision financially, but then we're it's us to first give back to the community and also ask as many feedback as possible. So I think we created a few thousand prototype brushes. We went there, we set up a booth. We had 7 stations with iPads, a Vizia shadow, a MAC primer, and a bunch of cleaning supplies. Basically, every single person who comes in, and then all they have to do is choose a brush that they want to test, and they test it on the spot, and then they write their survey, and then bam, and then that's our first impression of any brush that you tried. So that's actually how I met Danessa. So Danessa was the person who tried our brushes, and then she had a class at the makeup show. So she shouted us out, and she told everybody that go try Rephr brushes, go to the booth. So that's how we first started, and then we had a huge line, and then I think those two, and then physical world, and then those 2 days we served around I would say close to 1,500 people, and then so we give away a few thousand brushes to try, and that's when we realized that we're creating a impactful product here, and then because all of the first impression form that we got from those 2 days, I think that was May, and then we decided we can move on, and then we're confident that this is a product that we should be proud of. And then that's how we launched our Kickstarter campaign, which it was successful because of you guys again.
I'm just so impressed at how much you really based the decision of even launching your brushes based on the feedback of the customer. Because I don't know who is that concerned with what do people really think. Even before we launch this, there's so many brands that just put things out, and you wonder, did they ask anybody? Before they launched this, we just throw it out there. But I'm just
the list is long.
Because you're just I have a strong feeling if just one person saw this, they would have been no. But the fact that you literally were we're going to go to this convention, we're going to let everybody try them, and if these people said it was not good, we were going to go back to the drawing board. I think that is commendable, and just makes me love the brand even more.
It's a very genuine approach.
It is, and quite humbling, because I'm pretty sure. I would have been afraid, I think these are good, but what are you going to say? So to me, it was very humbling too, to say, we're going to let you all tell us what you think of these brushes. And we're going to let basically you all tell us how we should move forward and how we launch them, when we launch them. And you're such a humble person, Tom, so I'm not shocked, but it's still so amazing to hear,
Thank you.
We really value the opinion of our customers.
Wow.
Yeah, from the start, the starting point of this journey, I'm personally humbled by the kindness that I receive from the creators, from makeup artists, from enthusiasts, because at the end of the day, I was just some Asian kid with a suitcase of prototypes, like in New York, asking people to try my brushes, you know, and then I was able to receive so much like positive vibe from everybody to really like encourage us to like keep going with our vision, with our brand, and then to create these brushes, and we're here now, and then so like I'm just really, really thankful. So that's why like every single decision that we make as a company, like moving forward, like we're always trying to make sure that we're making something that people really wanted. And if there's any kind of problem in terms of feasibility, in terms of affordability, it's our problem to solve, right? Like if someone can't afford a Rephr brush, like we need to find a way, you know, like to make sure that they can get it at accessible price, you know, to like build their collection like affordable.
I love it.
Well, we're going to get a little bit technical, fam. And this is a question that you ask of me and Kelsee and Chelsea a lot. And Tom.
Yes.
Okay. How can we properly clean and care for our brushes? So they can last
that's a very, very good question. So obviously, like, our brushes are made with definance material, you know, like definance reversal. So like they're very delicate. So I would say like if you so first thing is that never ever get water into the ferrule, because like they're glued by hand. So like if water gets into the ferrule, it's gonna cause the glue to come loose.
The brush to die.
Definitely like that's a no-no. And the second thing is that I would not recommend to use any like alcoholic based, you know, cleanser for our brushes, because they're natural bristles, so like it will dry out like the bristle, which will make them, you know, I guess more scratchy, and doesn't play as well. So if you're using just mainly powder, you know, like powder products, like I would just use like a microfiber, you know, cloth or like a clean tissue to really like dust off, you know, like the powder products. Like most of the time it's going to be okay. But then for deep cleaning, and like for occasional deep cleaning, I would recommend any type of, you know, baby shampoo, you know, like brush soap. I know Hakuholo carries a very good brush soap, and I know Sephora has a bunch of other selections for you to really deep clean your brushes.
Awesome.
Very awesome.
Oh, sorry, Kelsee, I didn't cut you off.
No, I was just gonna say that's a question that I get asked a lot, because people don't know how to care for their brushes. And when you get nice quality brushes, you do want to make sure that you are caring for them in the best way possible, so they can last as long as they possibly can. And your brushes, I will say that I've had them for, I think we met like 2 years ago now, and some of my brushes are 2 years, and they are still as soft as the day that they were when I got them from you. So
awesome.
I'm here for it.
Oh yes. So Tom, the people want to know, what are the top selling brushes? Because let me tell you, this 01, this 15, and this number 14 brush, I cannot do my makeup without them. And then we already talked about the 04, we have the 05 brush, which I thoroughly enjoy. And then this number 22 brush, I mean, look at it. Can we just not?
Luxurious brush for sure.
Look at it.
These are just some of the brushes that I use all the time, but what would you say are the top selling brushes? And for someone who's new to Rephr, where should they start in terms of brushes?
I would say like our top selling product is definitely the core collection, which is from brush number 1 to number 5. So because when we first created the core collection, like we really focused on narrowing down like the number of brushes that's in the set to make sure that each brush is multifunctional. So like you can use it for many different purposes. Like the 01 you can use to pack on eyeshadow. You know, you can pack, blend, and then even do some detail works. So like I would say like the core collection is definitely like the best place to start. And then if you're looking for specifically for like an eye brush, I would say the 01, 100%.
I'm so sorry. It's so dirty. Forgive me.
All of mine are dirty. Sorry, guys. The way that this blends out shadow, and I love that it fits my smaller eye shape. It doesn't overpower it, so I can like specifically transition a color. I can specifically. This brush is everything.
I have to talk about the 02.
That's a better brush.
Yeah.
Oh my
gosh.
She is beautiful.
It's beautiful. I love this brush for packing on eyeshadow on the lid.
Yep.
And I am an advocate for a packer brush because I feel like it's what's going to allow you to get the maximum amount of pigmentation. And this brush is the perfect amount of thickness. And the size of it is amazing to fit just right on that eyelid.
Right here.
Just to be able to get that pigmentation going. And this works with so many different formulations of eyeshadow. I just can't say enough good things about it. I love this brush. It's an amazing brush, and it is a must-have in my collection. I think I have like 12 of them. Thank you, Tom.
I mean,
and they're always dirty.
Yeah.
Now, since you both shared eye brushes,
yes,
I got it to number 5.
Can we just look at it?
Let me explain. Okay.
Yeah.
Because this is undyed, and you can let me know, Tom.
Yes.
This is undyed goat hair, fam.
Yep.
Like Kelsee mentioned, you could use this on cream liquids or powders.
Yes.
So technically, you could use this for foundation.
You really could.
You could pounce it on. Fine.
And then you can like buff it out too sometimes.
Yeah.
Exactly. For the excess. Okay.
Yep.
You can pounce on the blush.
You sure can.
Buff on some, or even pounce on loose powder, the press and roll method.
This I love.
Versatile.
I love it for a bronzer too, because it just lightly places it. So you can lightly apply it. You can pack it on. I mean, it's just
right
stunning.
there.
Brush.
Right there. And once again,
talking about the actual bronzer brush. Sorry, Chelsea.
Oh, I don't think I have that one. Which one is that?
22.
22.
Oh, I do have it. Sorry. Yours looks different from mine.
I have prototypes.
Okay.
Yeah, so do I. This is from back in the Disney.
Yeah.
So I had the newer one.
When we were testing. Yeah. You have the newer one.
Gotcha.
We have throwbacks.
She is so just.
That's definitely one of our most popular brush too. And I mean,
definitely.
Like a lot of our customers do love really big bronzer brushes, big powder brushes. So that's something that they gravitate towards for sure. And so like I would say like the core collection and the bronzer brush are like the two most popular products.
Gotcha.
I have one more brush.
Which one?
I don't have it out. Alicia, do you have that little bitty small pencil brush?
Oh yeah.
Which one is it?
23. Yeah.
3.
What? I don't have that one.
Brush is so perfect for my.
Listen. Thanks to Tom, I got 5 of them. Okay.
Yes.
The smoothness of it all. My forgive me again. Is dirty. I used the detail blush on, okay?
It's so small. Come on, Alicia, with the focus.
Right there. It's right there. And some of you have mentioned this before with eye sensitivity issues, right?
Yes.
Especially on the inner, right, Kelsee? And the inner part of the lower lash line. If it gets scratchy, it's no good.
Yes. So for the O3, we actually did a lot of tests to really create it because, like, if the bristle is really too soft, like it just flimsy, like it'll just flip over. Like you need to have like the firmness to actually do the detail work. But obviously, like if it's too firm, like it's gonna be scratchy. So like when we created like the O3, like we went through a lot of the different iterations on the bristle to make sure it is perfect. And I poked my own eye and then many other people's eyes multiple times to test basically the sensation.
You know what? Let me try something really quick. Boom!
I am cracking up. But can you just come in a little closer? Yeah. All right, 1, 2, just
1, 2.
I don't have that one. I gotta get
that is my favorite pencil brush. There's no better pencil brush for me. And I have larger eyes, so I take my time with it. And I don't mind that it's small, but you can be so detailed with it, and your lower lash line will never look better than using that brush. I'm not even just saying that, Tom. I'm serious. That is my favorite pencil brush. That one is. I don't have anything like that in my collection.
Nope.
Thank you.
Amazing. Nope. You just can't go wrong with it.
Yes. So
okay.
Yes, Chelsea girl.
I was just going to ask the next question.
Go ahead.
Which is exciting.
Yes. So Tom, what is next? What is next with Rephr Beauty?
What is next?
I mean, I keep saying Rephr Beauty, Rephr Brushes, but is there a Rephr Beauty coming?
I know. It just flowed.
It does.
I said that when you first came. I was like, Rephr Beauty. I mean, brushes.
So,
yes.
So for us, so we get a lot of obviously people fill out their feedback form in the concept store, and then one of their question is that one of the question is is there anything else that you want to see from us? So I think there has been a few thousand votes already on what we should create next, and the top answers has been skincare and beauty tools. So we're definitely working on something exciting, some projects on that, and it's probably going to come around November, and then we'll obviously put it into the concept store for everyone to test, and then to do the initial round of feedback on the next new product. And if it is good, then we will continue to develop it. If it's bad, then we just go back to the drawing board.
I can't wait.
Yeah. So that's that's the future. But immediately for the next few months is trying our best, to make core collection, to put a core collection into the concept store, and then in October, that is our immediate goal. And hopefully, because we don't want to get into another situation where it is sold out too quickly, and then people cannot get them. So we want to make sure that we have enough to satisfy the demand, so everyone can get the core collection at the heavily discounted prices. And then the other thing is that we have a lot of questions on our big powder brush. It used to be called the 06, and then eventually turned into 11. So that is big powder brushes is very hard to make because of the raw material.
I don't have
that. I don't have that one either.
Alicia, do you have that?
I don't want to show it. It's too sad.
Why?
I only have one. We don't have it
because people are like, I want that brush, and it's like, well,
yes.
I want to see it though.
It's huge. Yeah. It's huge. It's huge. It's the overall. Yeah.
Yes.
No.
I want you to get it.
I think I have it.
You want to get it, Tom?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
I just want to see it so then I can be like, oh,
I want that.
I'll get my hold on.
I'm wait, there's a brush bigger than this?
This is my yoga block.
Yes, yoga block. Come on, Alicia, with the fitness.
Of course, she's crazy.
So it is this brush. It's huge.
Oh, I love that.
So that's something that we're trying our hardest to bring back, a huge powder brush into our collection, because it has been missing for a long time, and that is going to be probably be part of our holiday collection coming up in late October or November. So so that's our immediate next step for Rephr.
I love it. Ooh, she's back.
All right, yes, with the hop, skip, and a jump.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
so pretty.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that.
So fluffy. I need that.
I know.
I'm gonna sign up to be notified.
I'm gonna be signed up to be notified. Okay, so you're comparing what two brushes? Ooh, the 22. Okay.
22.
Ooh.
the Rephr crest.
Yes. I mean, we get a lot of emails on that on when are we gonna bring back a big powder brush, back into the collection. So that's that's a lot of email that we've been hearing for the past 6 months. So we're gonna make this into reality come late October.
I'm ready.
Do it, Tom.
Yeah, it's gonna be called the 25.
Oh yes.
Okay. We have a question from Jacqueline. She asked, are you planning to create a precision brush set for hooded eyes or detail work? Also, any thoughts to use blue squirrel hair? So
we always looked at hooded eye, like a customer who has hooded eye, what is the best brushes that they can use for eyeshadow. So we specifically created brush 13 and 14 for hooded eye. So it has a very pointy profile, and it is very, very slim, so you can actually get into the crease area that is very, very hard for people who have hooded eye.
These are great. I love them.
So from all of the feedback that we get, a lot of people always want more precision. That's the trend we always see. So we've always been trying to create create brushes that's more caters towards detailing, precision, which will be naturally just be better for like a hooded eye customer. So when we had our initial pencil brush 03, a lot of people ask us to like, is there a way to build and to produce a smaller pencil brush? And then we came up with the 23, which is a smaller version.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And for blue squirrel hair, we currently do not have any plans because blue squirrel hair, like to source them cruelty free, it's extremely hard, and there's not a lot of supply like anywhere like in the world, and to make them at scale, it's almost impossible. So we don't really have any plan to produce any blue squirrel brushes.
Thank you, Tom.
Gotcha.
Kay said Chelsea, she had to turn off her earphones because you give her ASMR vibes.
I cannot.
What is it about your voice, glam girl Kelsee?
Welcome,
Tom. He asked. I can't do it.
I feel like I'm too loud for it. I feel like I'm too loud for it. I would start off like, hi guys, welcome back to my show. And then I just like, oh my God. Then I just ruined it.
Tom.
Yes.
Any thoughts about sponges for makeup?
We looked into it. So we want to, like, so for us, like our principle is that if we make a product, it better be world class. If it's not, then there's no point for us to make it. So we looked into sponges because so one of like the biggest makeup artists, Han, when I see him do foundation makeup, like he uses a huge sponge. So we always thought about sponges. It's like can be a very good tool in our collection for people to use. But so far we just haven't found anything that's like the quality that we like, and we're still searching for that.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. Another Kay, you have not been listening. Rephr. Rephr Brushes. Multiple times.
Well, funny story. I think I said refer before because
other people have said Rephr too. I mean, there's multiple different pronunciations people did. So like the word Rephr actually came from like the word reference, because like we listen to the community, right? So like the community has always been the reference points for us to create and test our products. So that's how we came up with the name. And I know it's like the spelling is weird, like it's hard to pronounce, but like it aligns with our philosophy of how we create products.
Awesome. Pamela wants to know any brush face set.
We currently do not have any bundle brush face set, but it's definitely something that we're thinking about doing for sure.
Mia Boca wants to know if she has all the sets, is the brush included? And I assume she's talking about the large fluffy one.
That brush is not currently included because it's been sold out for almost like a year now, and we'll bring it back come October. So as a loyal customer, just email us and then we'll take care of you.
Awesome.
Oh, Emily had a question.
I'm sorry. She said, Tom, create a behind the beauty brush bundle.
I love it. No pressure, Tom.
Yeah, we will do it. We'll do it. Yeah. Like we can definitely discuss after this, so I can check stock and some of like you can create some of your favorite brushes in there, and then we'll make it happen.
I love it. We will be in touch.
Okay, absolutely.
Emily Harrington had a question. She said that she was like, do you have a highlighter brush in production? I don't feel like I quite have a Rephr highlighter brush. And the P09 brush, when I bought it in the concept store, was marketed as a highlighter brush. And I actually literally only use it for highlight. I used it today. It's perfect right here.
So right now, I would say our brush 16, like P09 got eliminated in the So when we were creating our highlighter brushes, it was between the P009, I think A and B. So like the highlighter brush that we have is both brush 16 and brush 18. and also brush 20. So because like a lot of our brushes are multifunctional, so you can always use them for highlighter. So but specifically, I would say 20, 18, 19, and 16 are all good for highlighting.
Indeed.
I like this one. I mean, it's a little bit bigger, so I can understand why a lot of people may not like it. But for me, your girl has cheeks.
Buckle me.
Yeah, that's the 18.
Yes, I love it. It's a little bit bigger, so it's not gonna be for everybody, but
yeah,
I really like it. So let's see. We have another question. I missed one. Here we go. Angelique, from concept to completion, how long does it take to make the brushes?
So in total, I would say, so like the core collection took about 8 months. So when we first started, we gathered feedback from our concept store, from the prototype program. So we got the ideas from all of the feedback forms, and then we went ahead to create the first batch of prototypes, and that will take typically around 2 months, I would say. And then after we had the prototypes, we introduced them into the concept store, basically for everyone to test. And after that, so like that would take another, I would say like a month or two for people to test, get the brushes, to thoroughly test them, and then we send the feedback from after, I would say 2 to 4 weeks. And after we get the feedback, if the brush is not good, then we go back to square one. We go back to first step, which is what happened to the P09. And if the brush is really, really good and everyone loves it, which is the core collection, then we move on to the next step, which is giving the brushes to like the industry pros to really get their stamp of approval to say that to see if the brushes and the products match up to their quality. And if they give us the stamp of approval, then we add them into the the complete collection. So that's how we go about it. Yeah.
What do the artisans say when you come back and you're like, yeah, no? Are they like, or are like, how are they?
It's so we got really, really close with our partners in Japan because we visit them very, very often, and they're really, really kind. And like a lot of them have history of making brushes. So at first, I would say that we were very we were iterating very quickly. So we have a lot of demands on changes because changes keep coming from everybody. But slowly we do build the rapport to work together very efficiently. So now we have a lot of respect for each other. So when we make a change, they try their best to make sure it is applied.
I love that because I'm a person
too.
in my mind, and so I'll come back in a minute and say, "Well, actually." Amazing.
At first, we definitely got a lot of pushback, but slowly, it's building a company. A lot of times is about building a relationship with your customer base, with content creators, with your manufacturers, and it always takes time. So I would say that the relationship has improved, matured a lot, and then now we're all very close friends, and then we try our best to support each other.
I love that.
That's awesome.
It really is, because that really just speaks to you. You're a nice person in general, so I know they have a hard time in general. So I mean, I think that you'll be a great person to work with. So I know that whoever you pick for your company, especially with how receptive you are to the change, that they have to be adaptable and be able to say, okay, on to the next. So I think that's really cool. I like that. Pete's 96. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, my love. I was just saying, because I was reading Mo's comment about how this approach is just more sustainable, right? It's not about pumping out new designs every season, but really curating the best of the best.
Yep.
And that's it. That's all you need. It's very minimalist, but it's effective.
Yep.
Constantly being willing to change, because you can't stay the same way as things evolve in the makeup industry. We change every day. We're trying something new every single day. So
it's very
Pete's 96 wants to know, can she get a smaller version of the bronzer brush? Thoughts?
Yes. So that's going to be our brush 24, which is going to be available in the holiday collection come in late October.
I have
So
that.
that's
Show it, Tom.
yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
you have it, Alicia? Can we see it?
That's that was one of the feedback that we got.
Oh, I'm gonna love that.
Oh,
That is gonna work so good.
Yes,
I need that. I need that.
Yes.
Okay, can you also, Alicia, while we're here,
Yes.
number 05 compared to the number 24?
Most definitely.
Please? Thank you, darling.
So the 24 is denser.
Ooh, yeah, it does look a little denser. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I love 24.
Thank you. Oh,
that's my kind of brush.
I'm ready for it. Oh, I'm so excited.
This is with the cream blush, please.
Yes.
Please. It's just because it's so dense.
Yeah.
And also to pounce on foundation. Like if Kelsee with the AJ Crimson, you're not ready.
Oh, I'm not ready because you just said that and
that's it.
There we go.
Yes, said.
I'm looking for some more questions. Do y'all see?
Yes.
We have time for a few more questions.
I know. I just see a whole bunch of like, yes, love it. Tom's the best.
Tom has amazing skin. What's your secret?
Exfoliate, wash my face, and sleep, and hopefully work out. But I've not been doing that lately because of the quarantine. I just stay home. Stay home and think about what to do.
Alicia does stream her workout classes, Tom. So if you want to get in for a little stretchy,
I was
stretch.
I was told Alicia that she should be my personal coach because
she should. Let me tell you,
I'm like the least flexible person out there, and I always want to know.
Tom, Kelsee was there to witness it. Within 45
meetings. Yeah.
Within 45 minutes, Alicia had me in an almost full-on split in 45 minutes. I went from being this far off the ground to like this far off the ground.
Megan Thee Stallion.
45 minutes. I was like, Alicia, what have you done here? And she's like, and breathe through it. Yes. Now Chelsea just go me an inch more. And I'm like, I'm going to die. She's like, nope, you've got it in you. And she was right. I did.
That's amazing. I don't think I can do a split in 45 days.
We'll get you a long lunge. You'll be fine.
She will get you there. You just got to listen. Your body's going to holler, but you listen to her soft voice and you'll just go, it's such a soothing voice. I'm going to listen. And then your body cooperates.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. That's how she works.
Somebody asked Tom, and I missed it somewhere, but they said, what's the hardest part of your job?
The hardest part of my job is to keep up, I guess. So because for, we're a very, very small company, we try to be as lean as possible so we can, for the biggest reason to make sure that our prices are sustainable. So there's a lot of roles so it's only 3 of us. So there's a lot of roles that each of us has to play. Like sometimes I need to go meet, content creators. I need to, follow up with production, and I need to follow up with a lot of the different vendors, on publish. It's like, it's a lot of time management, and then, and managing relation, like business at the end of the day, it's about, because not one person can create a business, right? It's all about, a group of people doing everything that they can and then doing what they're good at. And then it's like a collective thing, right? So like the hardest part of my job is to maintain every relationship, and then to make sure every one of our partner, every one of our founders are motivated and are always working efficiently. And then it's like managing relationship and also managing time. And then understanding that what is important, and then what needs to be done on a daily basis.
I think that's a great mindset to have as a business owner, because you value relationships so much. And I love that you led your answer with that, and you didn't start with, just making sure that the product is good. The product is that, because the product is going to be the product. It's going to be great as long as you continue working at it. But it's the cultivation of these relationships that's really what's going to sustain your brand. And I feel like people are seeing that that's more and more important as CEOs and brand representatives are more visible on social media. So that's important to have a good team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like as a company, like especially when you're new, like you're always going to make a lot of mistakes, and the important part is always that you learn from each mistake, and then you learn from each at each step of the way. So having that strong relationship, having that support system, not just with your co-founders, not just with your team, but also with people that you're partner with, like your fulfillment center, like your partners, our partners in Japan that who creates like these beautiful brushes, and then even our relationship with PR, like with content creators like yourself. It's like the collective to make everything go around, and then the support system that every single time we do make a mistake, we learn from it, and then we can follow through, and then be a better company and then create a better product.
Awesome. Lindsay asked, do you plan to take your brand to a retailer, or will you remain independent? And that is, or Rephr remain independent. Okay.
Yes. So we did have a couple discussions with some major retailers, and for us at this time, it doesn't really make sense for us because we do want to have full control of our message, especially our pricing, and because that's why we exist as a company. So because first of all, we're all self-funded. We don't have any outside investment, and that's a decision that we made very, very early on because we don't want to have any we don't want to have any kind of external pressure on strategy and specifically on profit and on pricing, right? So to go with the retailer, we want to make sure that our brand and our product reflects exactly what people wanted, and then make sure that they're affordable. So far we don't have any major plans to partner with the retailer, but when a good partner comes up, we would definitely consider it.
What about Afterpay or Klarna options? Christiane wants to know.
Yeah, that's we're in the process of implementing that because a lot of people asked us through emails and through feedback. So that's definitely something that we're going to implement later this year.
Can I offer a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
I suggest Afterpay over Klarna.
Okay.
If that's possible. I know that there's, variations as to why a company and a brand would choose one or the other, but Afterpay is a little friendlier to the people.
Absolutely. Okay.
So she's getting hype. Hype. Okay. So, and then lastly, Pam Jordan said, would you consider featuring smaller, mature creators?
We do. We do. And that's a community that we actually reach out to because for us, mature skin and then mature woman has been very supportive to us, and then they write a lot of long form feedback to us, and then they tell us their their story and their background, and then it's interesting because I'm 30, I don't have a lot of life experiences as a mature woman, and they would tell me a step that how they got there, through their life, and then it's a story through their makeup and how makeup really elevated their lifestyle and then their quality of life. So yeah, so definitely it's something that we look into, and then we often reach out to a lot of very small YouTubers, small content creators, and just our customers. So when there are a customer that writes us a lot of very good feedback, the next time we have a prototype, we have a list, and then we will always email them and ask them if they're interested. Sometimes they're very surprised, because they're not a content creator per se, but so we definitely value everyone's feedback, especially if someone put forward the effort to really they want you to succeed, right? And then they spend so much time to helping you to give you suggestions to how to create a better product, and then we always want to give back. So yeah, so email us at any time, and then we try to reply to every single email that we can.
You do. Super.
Yeah, they do. And someone had asked if we were going to, or if we could list all of the brushes that we talked about in the D box. So we will. Every brush that we've talked about, we'll make sure to list the brush number and the description of the brush so that you'll know which ones we talked about and which ones you can reference if you're interested in purchasing any of them.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Tom, we have enjoyed having you. Do you have any closing remarks you would like to give to the people?
Well, I mean, like we wouldn't be here without the people, without our customers, without you guys. So I'm just very, very thankful that we are where we are, and like it's our job and our duty to make sure that we always create the product that people wanted, and always keep the prices at a acceptable point. So yeah, so if anyone is interested in the core collection, it is going to be available in October, so you can sign up on our website. And if you have any suggestions of the things that we can do better and the things that we can serve you guys better, please feel free to email us at any time. And we're always here. We're always here to help. And I just want to say thank you so much for having me here.
Of course, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I know. This is my second in-face interview or hangout. I'm not a camera, I'm not an in front of camera person, but it's been really fun.
You really are, because you did a really good job.
You did. You were like at home. So
thank
you so much. We really enjoyed having you here.
Tom, do you mind hanging back for a few minutes? We're going to say bye to the people, and we want to talk to you a little bit behind the scenes, if you don't mind. Okay. So let me remove Tom and let's chat. So thank you all so much for coming back for season 2. We are so excited to kick off this season. We have so many amazing things in store. I mean, we have already...
We're pretty much almost completely booked for the whole season.
Almost.
So you want to be tuning in.
For sure. Every week, we're going to have a different episode, different people. We're rotating between our channels. So just look out for our notifications on the flyers that we make. We'll post them on Instagram or on our Instagram stories or on our community boards. And that way you'll know who the people are. Make sure y'all are looking up these. If you don't know the people that we're bringing on, just know that we're bringing on some fire people.
Yes.
Get your questions ready. Come and join us. And, I just love this. I love this.
Yes.
I'm so glad that we're here, and I couldn't imagine doing this with anybody else. So thank y'all for being here again.
I love you guys so much.
Pieces, everybody.
Yes. And we love you guys too.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all. So thank you. Catch you next week. And just be on the lookout for whose channel it's going to be on. And you don't want to miss it. Season 2. We're back.
We're back.
Peace.